Okay, little example here for us to watch before we do problem 5B, which is your problem. This is the example. So we have a percent number line to fill in the missing parts A, B, and C. Now, just because they're A, B, C doesn't mean we have to solve them in that order. Because when I look at this one, I would say that C is what I want to solve first. I know that I have 100% as my total. I know 85% is one part and I'm missing the other, so I can just subtract, right, to find the missing part. And so that is 15 right there, because 15 plus 85 is 100%. Now that I know that that number is 15, I can use my idea of proportions to set up and solve A and B. Now I'm actually going to do B first because it makes sense to me. So I have fraction, right, with a missing number, fraction with both numbers. So I'm going to set up that proportion, $4.50 over that missing total, which is B, right? Doesn't matter what letter I use, is equal to the other fraction on the bottom, 15 over, I know that total is 100. Now I'm going to cross multiply to set up that equation. 15 times B is 15B. $4.50 times 100, use your calculator, but that shifts the decimal, so that's 450. Okay, multiplication equation. To undo that, I divide by 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1, so that's gone. And 450 divided by 15, again, use your calculator, but it's 30. So B is equal to 30. So the total there is 30. Now I'm gonna erase what I did here, and I'm gonna set up another proportion to solve the other one. I have a missing number on the top of the fraction and 30 on the bottom. So I'm going to use the letter that's there. A over 30, right? There's my first fraction, is equal to the corresponding ones on the bottom, which is 85 over 100, right? Notice how I set it up, right? Those two, right, are in the same position, and they're both the numbers on the top. These two are in the same position. They're both the numbers on the bottom. Now I'm going to cross multiply A times 100 and 30 times 85. So that's 100 times A. Now 30 times 85, I don't know, is a rather large number. Again, that's where you're going to use your calculator, is 2,550, right? And then I'm going to divide that by 100 because I need that to go away. It's a one-step equation. And so when I divide that by 100, that shifts my decimal over two places. So it's 25.5. You do need the zero there because it's money. Yeah, it was money. So it's $25, decimal point 50, $25.50. And notice if you take $25.50 and add 450 to it, you get the total, which is the number at the end, the $30, right? Because those two things across have to add up to the total at the end. So that's how I found all the missing numbers. Now you go and do the one on the next slide.